Good morning, everyone, and happy Thirsty Thursday. I believe that's what today is. Let me double check that. Yeah, Thursday, June 9th. So 6 9. It's a lot of threes. Lots of calls to Jesus today. Lots of calls to Jesus. Every time somebody says the date, that's a call to Jesus. Look at all those threes. I love it. Today's going to be a great day. So don't forget to water your plants since it's Thirsty Thursday. So yesterday I had to go out and get food. We barely had anything left in here. We had no food to eat for dinner, nothing. I mean, nothing that we could have we could have ate whatever little scraps we had left, but it was not enough to nourish either of us. So I, against my better judgment, had to go out. And I said, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it full force and just do it and just get it done. And I almost went down in the dollar store. I could just feel the sickness coming on. So, but I still kept going on, uh, being the warrior that I am, that I strive to be with the strength of Him, and went into Bell's to see if they had any of the water shoes because I still cannot find mine. I have no clue where they are. So I was hopeful that I would find a pair in there because it's always been my place to shop. And this Bell's has been a little bit disappointing, but all of a sudden it's just started to perk right up. He works in mysterious ways, I'm telling you. And it's close to home. So when I walked in, I was in for my water shoes. They didn't have any, none. It was really cute shoes though. However, they had some body glove flip-flops that you can wear in the water. I went, okay. And because I don't like shoes where my feet are covered, especially not down here. I like them to be open. I always have liked open shoes. Always, always. My feet were like suffocating in the wintertime in the north, wearing boots all the time. I hated it. I seriously hated it. So while I was there, I had to go over to the pet. On my way to the pet thing, I'm just looking to see if anything catches my eye. Sip it. And I needed another mug because I only have two or one. And the one mug that um, I'm constantly using is my Yeti. So I wanted something that had some personality that wasn't just boring. I needed a pick me up. And it took me a few moments to make a decision on which one I was going to select as the cups. Well, this one I kept getting drawn to, and there was only one. That's why I was getting drawn to it. And it says the future is female, and it says it no matter if you're left-handed or you're right-handed. Is that the coolest thing ever? And then I don't know if you can tell how it's not smooth. It's like, first of all, there's eyes all over it. I don't know if I'm close. Yeah, you can see it. You can see the eyes. There's like eyes all over. Okay, and we're being watched. We've got angels all over watching us. I mean, those that you don't want to believe, you can just go on your merry way. But this mug, yesterday, I had fun with it. And I'm going to tell you what I found was quite interesting. With the last 2 years, all I've done is a lot of research. So I guess, well, this isn't really going to be a church chat. I don't want to call this a church chat because I don't have an agenda. So how about this is just my morning coffee with you? We'll go with that because I have different mindsets for each section and what I want to focus on and where it's the entertainment factor. This is how my brain works. So anywho, so anyway, getting back to, we know that in our hands and our feet, there's pressure points all over. Okay? So think about those pressure points in your hand. If you got a warm mug and you're just rubbing it and stroking it. I mean, and look at it. You can see it and it's not the same. It's not uniform all over. And you want to it's like really interesting because yesterday I was like just kind of sitting here and just kind of being zen with this mug, having my conversation with him. And I kept, I kept like doing this like I'm kneading, like I'm almost like massaging the mug with my fingers. And at times I was pushing harder. Well, the craziest thing was at one point, all of a sudden, I had felt a little bit of congestion because when I get on these remedies, it starts pulling stuff out of my body that I don't even know is there. So I can get like, I can cough up phlegm or whatever because the poisons are coming out. All of a sudden, my airways opened up and it was almost like there was like this pressure that was relieved in my head was gone. I just felt like it did some stuff to my insides, and I'm like, well, of course it did, because these are connected to your organs, and by stimulating them on your hands and your feet or massage in general, it's gonna do your body good. So talk about genius with this mug. And I have not researched the artist yet. So I'm definitely going into this blindly, but she's got it right. The future is female because look what the men have done to the world. I'm just saying, we are powerful, us women. And I'm not saying that as in a power, we need it as a higher height. No, it's a strength that we possess. That's the power we hold. And our bodies are a weapon against men. Why else would they steal us and use us? Because they know that it's hard to stand up to a woman that's strong and tell them the truth. They become submissive. Just saying. I've tested the theory over and over, and it works. Just saying. So let's go back to my mug. So yesterday I had one, I think I started with, I don't know if I started with coffee or hot chocolate or what, and I was like, oh my gosh, because my hands are always cold. Hannah Grace,